Good afternoon, fastball fans. Welcome inside the booth at the Circle Tap Dukes home field at Circle Tap Bar and Grill in Denmark, Wisconsin. Kyle Smith, my broadcast partner, Dave Weldon here on the ISC Network as we get settled in for the 2 p.m. game here on the ISC Network. It's Hill United Chiefs who will take on the Toronto Batmen. Hill United coming off a tough luck loss last night. The walk-off win by the Hallman Cubs sends them to the losers bracket. The Batmen already a win here today. And Dave, it's a quick memory workover as you have to get ready for today's ball game if you're the Chiefs.
Yes, like we talked about off the air, this could be a trap game for the Hill United Chiefs, playing a tough game last night. And let's be honest, they could win this game here and come back tomorrow night, possibly against the Hallman Twins, which was another tough game. So this is a trap game right here, so they got to come out and be ready to go immediately.
Some lineup shakeups that we'll cover here in just a second, but if you're the Toronto Batmen, as you get ready to face this Hill United team, something that you're looking for in the ball game?
I want to see how Caleb does actually coming in, because Luis Amaya has been throwing quite a few games. So I want to see how Caleb comes for a couple years ago when he was in Grand Rapids. Phenomenal tournament. So I'd like to see how it comes out now with a lineup change, especially with the three guys out of lineup, big guys out of lineup. So that's a huge difference. See how confident he is with this coming up.
Well, we've alluded to it. We'll cover it now. For the Hill United Chiefs, this is their batting order. Slight change to the lineup as it appears on your screen, but Brad Ezekiel will lead things off. He's playing out in center field. Nico Carrillo bats second. Nick Shales in the 3 spot. Bruno Matroni will bat 4th. Jeff Ellsworth, the 5-hitter designated player, he checks into the ball game today after a night off. Steve Mullally will bat 6th. Mark Johnson will play out in left field and bat 7th. Josh McGovern, there's one change, the 8-hitter. He's playing at third base for Shane Boland. And Tony Gonzalez is playing at second. Also, he's been sitting on the bench here this week. He gets into his first game, a big one, an elimination game. Lose, and you go home. For the Toronto Batmen, as you see Caleb Kishig getting loose, the defense, it's identical to this morning. Bryant, Krulicki, and Benson left to right across in the outfield. Ty Sebastian at third, Travis Gibson at short, Travis Jones over on the right side at second. Jeff Lyons is over at first, Derek Hyde behind the plate, and Caleb Kishig on the mound for the Toronto Batmen. We had a little bit of rain and a slight rain delay earlier on today. All told, about an hour and 12 minutes. So just running a little bit behind.
The sun's out now.
The sun is out, and it has got some heat. High blue skies. A little bit of cloud cover off to the west. As Caleb works over the mound as he finishes out his warm-up tosses.
So with the sun out and the wind blowing a little bit, grass should be dried out too. So we'll see what happens. Ball is going to the outfield. See how the outfielders can with the throws coming in.
Looking at that flag in center field, you see it snapping around. Last couple days, it's just been hanging down, no breeze. Today, there's wind swirling. Keep an eye on that as we get going. And if the ball gets up in the air, high above the protection of the bar and the canteen, does it start to swirl around as well? Kishik, he'll come set. Off her first pitch for ball one.
First pitch, 348.
For Caleb to be successful against this team, he's going to have to get ahead of hitters. I mean, obviously every pitcher should, but for this lineup, definitely.
Bradley, he sends that out. That's going to hook and tail. Carry, go off the wall, and up into second. Bradley gets into standing up. And a leadoff double for Bradley Ezekiel. Boy, did that ball have a tail as it curled away from the right fielder, Denny Benson. and goes off about 3/4 of the way up the 16-foot wall.
And it does slope down in the right field line, too.
Yeah, we talked about that the other night
Yeah.
when the ball gets down in there, rattles around. That one, though, kicked out. So Nico Carrillo, he'll come to the plate here. Leadoff man on in Ezekiel. Trying to drop a bunt down was Carrillo.
Look more of a drag than a sacrifice right there.
Yeah. Trying to drop one down. Back at third is Ty Sebastian.
So we're not expecting Nico to actually bunt. So play back and see what happens.
This time swinging away, and he takes for a ball.
Some of these hitters let him have the bunt.
Keshik, 1-1. Heavy cut, fouled off. One-two count. Toronto's second game of the day here. Played earlier on this morning at 10 a.m. An 8-1 win in that one. And a bouncer to Sebastian. On to first. We'll keep Ezekiel over at second base.
He kept that changeup down right there. Just beat it right in the ground. A little ahead of it.
Shales will send that one on the left side foul.
This Hill United team is a pretty free-swinging team, and they take their hacks.
Don't get cheated,
Right, never.
to say the least. And called a strike.
I think he left that changeup up a little bit right there.
Yeah, that one got a lot of the plate.
Not sure Shells was looking for that one, because if he
It
was
would've
sitting
gone
on
a
it,
mile.
yeah.
0-2. Inside ball one.
Folkman's already warming up. I didn't see him actually warm up before the game, so maybe he's just getting his warm-up in right now.
Just some easy tosses down in the bullpen. Get that arm loose. And fouled off. The other thing, it might take just a little bit longer for him to get loose after taking that ball off the forearm the other night. Right back to the mound. Keshik on to first. Knocked down. And in time on the 1-3. 2 down. He thought about third for a minute.
That ball looked like came out into the bat, almost like a cue ball out, trying to wreck it to him. But he did a smart play by getting the for sure out, so you get 2 outs.
Need one on that play for sure.
You can't give a team like this 4 outs.
Not at all. We've seen it a couple times this week with the top-ranked teams where you give an extra little out or you give an extra base, and They make you pay.
And Blair and I had the Hill game a couple nights ago when they played Kegel. And I think it's going to be the same way. You got to take it. Toronto's going to have to take advantage of every opportunity they can and limit the opportunities by Hill. Sure, they'd like to get a couple runs on the board early for Pablo too.
What pitcher doesn't like a lead early?
Right.
And called for a ball.
Just being Mr. Obvious
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. No, but I mean, it's easier when you're running as a front-running team. Some teams don't play well from behind.
And
Some teams actually embrace being behind.
And Hill's not a team that's always behind either.
Right.
And they probably do want to see Fulkert for tomorrow.
That would probably be their preference. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Bruno Matroni. Strand that leadoff double. And we head to the bottom of the first on the ISC network.
Swung on and missed. Strike three, and the Kitchener River Shark Twins repeat. Back to back Jacks. It's the local kid who wins it.
Swing and a miss. Jarvis. Three-peats.
Adam Fulkert, absolutely perfect. Here comes a throw to the plate. The Kings are the world champions.
2015 ISC Men's World Champions.
Shane Boland has hit the game-winning home run, and the Toronto Gators are world champions.
Fittingly, it's Adam on to first, and the United Chiefs back to the top of the mountain.
And back here on the ISC network, Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here inside the booth. You look at our comfy confines here at Circle Tap Bar and Grill. It's been our home here this week. Great little setup on the third base side. For the Toronto Batmen as they get set to face Pablo Migliavacca, it's Travis Gibson who will lead things off. Travis Jones will bat second. Shea Bryant will bat in the three-hole. Jeff Lyons is the four-hitter. Denny Benson will bat fifth. Cody Skelton in the sixth spot. Ty Sebastian batting seventh. Derek Hyde will bat eighth. And Justin Kralicki will bat ninth. Defensively, for the Hill United Chiefs, Mark Johnson, Bradley Ezekiel, Nico Carrillo, left to right across the outfield. Josh McGovern will play at third base here this afternoon. Nick Shales at short. Tony Gonzalez will play at second. Steve Mullally at first base. Bruno Matroni behind the plate. And Pablo Migliavacca is on the mound. And Dave, for Pablo, last time we saw him, he was giving up that walk-off home run. He's got to quick forget about that and get set for this afternoon.
And what I'm interested in seeing is the last game against, I think, came in relief for Kegel, and also the one hitter he faced last game, Juan, was start off with a changeup and went dipper. So I got to see if him and Bruno change something up or if they keep the same routine going on. But if you keep throwing change dipper to every hitter, these guys are going to figure this out.
Yeah, I mean, you have to mix things up. After the first time through the order, even the first inning, you pitch it three times, that's a trend.
Right. So I found out that, I guess, Pablo does have two different types of changes. So
opens with ball one. Comes back and stroked on the left side, foul by Gibson. He's putting together himself a nice campaign here this week. Led things off with a triple this morning. And Travis Jones knocked him home with a two-run shot. Misses for a ball. And called a strike.
So we're going to count two and two, correct?
Yep. Two count here with Pablo Migliavaca on the mound. Looking in on him from our high center field camera. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Down on strikes goes Travis Gibson. And a good start here for Migliavaca, mixing that change. Will bring Travis Jones to the plate. Our umpires for this afternoon, it's Glenn Brown at home plate. Ed Oliver will be at first base, and Toby Olson is at third. Our blue crew decked in white shirts, gray pants today. Called for a strike, outside edge, off speed.
Never come back true to form. Here comes a dipper away.
Rise ball this time, so there's a mix in the trend.
And he does when he throws that one changeup, almost like he turns his back to home plate on his follow through on that one changeup.
That one punched out on the left side. That'll fall in for right into the glove of Mark Johnson. I thought that was over Mark's head, but gets the glove on it and a line shot put out for out number 2. Here's a replay for you. He went down and got that knee high. And it just gets out to Johnson and catches it right in the palm of the glove.
Right.
And come back live for strike 1.
Another changeup. Look at got out to him, the line drive out to him, and he just almost misplayed it.
Misses for a ball. And called for a strike, 1-2. Shea Bryant not in agreement as he goes for a little bit of a walk. Fly ball, left side. Johnson on the run. He'll make the grab.
Good inning for Pablo right there.
Good settle down inning. Get those jitters out if he had any. Up and down they go. We head to the top half of the second on the ISC network.
Whatever your delivery requirements are across North America, Skelton Truck Lines provides you with reliable, safe, and high-quality service at a fair price. Skelton Truck Lines equipment is satellite tracked and delivers small parcel, less than truckload, and expedited shipments throughout Canada and the U.S. With over 50 years of experience and more than 50 trucks serving 4 divisions, Skelton Truck Lines is a thriving Ontario business and a proud fastball sponsor. Visit us online at skeltontruck.com. Thanks to Mike Skelton for supporting the broadcast program. Whatever your delivery.
Coming up to bat. It'll be Ellsworth who will lead things off. Jeff Ellsworth, the elder statesman of the Chiefs, followed by Steve Mullally and Mark Johnson, who will come to the plate. Jeff, of course, also the head coach to Team Canada's junior national team, the U19 program. In the middle of selection time. Sounds like next Wednesday is D-Day or in the next week as they prepare for their trip to Guatemala to qualify for the World Championships in New Zealand next February.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He's had quite a busy time down here trying to get his national team ready to go while playing in the World Championships.
Yeah, some paperwork and just going over notes after their open ID camps. Jeff might start digging in New Zealand the way he's digging through that batter's box. Trying to find some solid footing. Swing and a miss.
And we have talked about that. I mean, it's deep down there.
Yeah, you figure this is game number 65 divided by 3, and you're getting that many games here on a daily basis.
20-ish? Quick math.
Yeah, we're 6 games a day here today as Ellsworth gets into that one. That's going to carry. Yep. Say goodbye home run, a solo shot for Jeff Ellsworth.
That like he just put the bat on the ball, not even a big swing like some of these guys have, just balls carrying.
Nice and easy, clean contact for Ellsworth. Pushes that over the fence. And take a 1-0 lead here does Hill United. Opener misses for a ball.
Yeah, well, he used to be one of the top hitters in the ball game.
Called for a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. Fouled off.
Here's where Kesey needs to settle down and keep this a 1-run ball game and limit the big innings by this Hill United team.
That one skips out off the shin pad of Derek Hyde. That's the name of the game, right? Limit the damage. Limit the extra outs you give. You have to play one of your best games. And Hill United has to have an off day.
To be honest, yes.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Steve Mullally. So Mark Johnson here now. He comes to the plate for the Hill United Chiefs. Mark Johnson had a grand slam earlier on this week. And that one down the line. Sebastian got a hurry. High throw, but held that bag, did Jeff Lyons, for the 5-3 putout.
He's leaving the ball over the plate, middle of the plate. And the hit by Ellsworth. Even that pitch, if you watch, was over the plate. And I think Johnson just out in front of it a little bit, but needs nibble a little bit more.
Opener misses and starting to get in a little bit of a trend of falling behind hitters early. Couple now in a row where he's offered ball one on the first pitch. Ball two.
With a team like this, it's obvious. You can't go 2-0, 3-1 on these guys. I mean, you're just begging for trouble.
I mean, even with Josh McGovern, I mean, he's seeing his first start. He entered the ball game one of the other days earlier on in the week when Matrone came up a little gimpy on his knee. They wasted no time and pulled him out. And McGovern, he sends a line shot, and that one's gone. Josh McGovern off the bench in the lineup in a solo shot for the Hill United Chiefs. Makes it 2-0.
Off the bat, I did not like it was going out. Must be carrying. I mean, look at the trees in the outfield, up high.
They're swaying.
Yeah.
But it's more kind of blowing in rather than out.
But that got out. I mean, it wasn't.
It was all of 16 foot 2 inches high because it didn't clear the fence by much.
Height-wise.
And Tony Gonzalez now, he'll come to the plate.
And for you people out there, the fences are 16 feet high for this tournament. And I don't know what the distance is. I heard it's 250, but I'm not 100% positive.
I think Darren said the other night it's about 249, 251. So,
with the 16-foot fence, you're talking, you got to hit the ball
270.
Probably 270, 275 to get it out of here.
Yeah. That's why they put it up. Originally, these weren't up, right? It was just 8-foot high fence.
Yep.
And then getting ready for the World Tournament, Darren said they put them up just so, the home run was a little bit more legit, if you will.
And the outfielders are playing true outfield, so not running through the fence like you've seen in the last few years, diving over the fences, catching balls for questionable home runs, questionable outs.
And called a strike.
And Tony Gonzalez is no slouch either. He's on the Mexican national team.
Yeah, nor Josh McGovern. I mean, he's been on the Aussie national team before. And Gonzalez, that's a hopper out to short. On to first, 6-3. Will end the inning. 2 runs get pushed across on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. 2-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second on the ISC network.
Jukasa Radio 93.5 FM, operating from the 6 nations of the Grand River Territory, is dedicated to the promotion of Indigenous culture, positive initiatives, language, and music to our youth. We offer a unique blend of top 40, hip-hop, R&B programming, and Indigenous music. You can count on Jukasa Radio 93.5 FM to help your voice be heard. Our interactive call-in shows feature locally produced news, sports, health, current affairs, and social issues. Unique programming with an Indigenous perspective. Listen live at jukasaradio.ca or download the Jukasa Radio app free from your app store.
So away we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here with you. Glad you're plodding along with us here on Friday afternoon. And called a strike right at the knees.
Let him off with the down ball there, so changing it up a little bit.
One ball, one strike. Fouled off. Somebody doing their laundry out here is drying their pants off after the rain we had here today on the water barrel.
I'm hoping those are baseball pants, so.
No, they look like jogging pants. Jogging pants or slush pants. Jeff Lyons now. He fouls that off.
Scorebook.
No, I think he needs a pen. There you go. Just taking care of Joe.
All day, every day.
Jeff Lyons here trying to get his way on base. Migliovaca, rise ball, misses 2-2. Into the dirt for a ball. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ball 4.
There's a lot of confidence in that changeup to a full count changeup.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's, for as much as he throws it, that is a bread and butter pitch for Migliovaca. Denny Benson now, he'll pop that out on the line and caught by Mark Johnson. He's been a busy fella out there thus far.
Designated player number 33, Cody Skelton.
They're making good contact against Pablo so far, second inning, but
They're not missing.
right. Yeah, they're not swinging and missing. I mean, the one they're getting him is that changeup. They're a little out in front of on, so but. Cody Skelton
takes for ball 1. Maybe a good time to put the runner in motion. Try and get something going. See if you can catch someone sleeping.
against Bruno.
Well, I know. No, I know, but
I don't know how well Jeff Lyons runs either, so.
He's not bad. He has had some injuries of recent, but actually back to health for all intents and purposes for this week. But I even mean just a hit and run or something.
Hit and run.
Like hit and run.
If you have a contact guy up there.
And Cody puts the ball in play. Lifts that one foul.
At least try to stay out of the double play, actually,
So Bruno out to the mound. Talking with his country mate.
Especially if they know a changeup is coming, because he's keeping it down, and sometimes might plate and be a way to get on just for the steal if you can pick that.
Cody lifts that up on the infield. Oh, Shales underhand grabs that. Makes the catch on the play. Bradley went to come in. Bradley Ezekiel in center, and he ended up slipping. I don't know if the grass is a little wet where he's standing and looks a little burned down. As you see over the course of a 10-day tournament. Keep your eye on that as he was on his hands and knees. Ty Sebastian now. He'll lift that out of play.
Last couple change-ups at Pablo Stone. He's left it up a little bit. They're just way out in front of it.
Fouled off. 0-2.
Good.
Misses for ball one.
There are now 2 strikes on timing. If you do want to run Jeff now, if he gets out, you still have Ty coming back up to hit too. So, but
Like you said, on Bruno?
yeah,
Yeah. Bouncer into the glove of Gonzalez and on to first. We'll end the inning 4-3, send us to the top half of the third here on the ISC Network.
The annual Boys of Summer tournament is held every July at Circle Tap Bar and Grill in Denmark, Wisconsin. We host some of the top teams in the game at one of the best venues in softball. The atmosphere of old-time fast pitch with all of the amenities of a full-service bar and grill on the grounds can't be beat. Reduced rate hotels about 10 minutes from the park are available in Green Bay. To bring your team to the annual Boys of Summer tournament next July, contact Dean Kane at ct16@greenbaynet.com. Thanks to Circle Tap for their support of the broadcast program.
Batman, but not like Hill. So,
Back here
oops.
in the top half of the third inning.
Thanks for the heads up.
That's all right, Natalie. I saw the commercial ending. We were having a good conversation. Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here with you on the ISC Network. We've joined forces with Hinckley Productions here in Wisconsin this week. Glad to get this underway. Day number 1 was yesterday. Had a great day bringing those ball games. 5 games today. This the third. Still 2 to go here on our broadcast day. Coming up next is Circle Tap Dukes taking on the Hallman Twins. We have the lineup card here already. Blair Ezekiel goes back to first base. Tommy Crouch back into the lineup. Leighton Reed will be the starter for the Dukes. No change to the lineup for the Hallman Twins. Same 9 as we've seen, same 9-10 as we've seen all week. Sean Cleary gets the ball here for Steve Kuzer.
There's the proper lineup.
Bradley will lead things off here. Back top of the order here for the United Chiefs. Brad had a hard hit double to open the ball game up. And a swing and a miss. That one goes high in the air. That's got a tail. That's going to cook and go foul. That ball really whipped around, and I look at the flag. It was actually blowing that way, so that makes a lot of sense because, like, that one started out above second base and carried all the way across to the foul line.
That's easy fly ball to right field without the wind.
That's what I said. You get that ball up above. You know, it may not seem windy down on the diamond at home plate, but you get above the buildings here, and that ball's going to swirl around. Two count.
You know, and for a righty, the ball's going to tail down the line anyways, but that wasn't even a line drive for it to tell. That was just a fly ball.
Lifted foul.
Brad is just missing. Just under it, just a little bit.
Two count. Inside, ball 3, 3-2. Holds the swing. Checks it just for the sake and of walk to Bradley Ezekiel will lead things off.
Maya's warming up down the third base line.
Luis Amaya warming for the Batmen. I said coming into this, I think you have to have a short leash on Caleb and get Amaya into the ball game. There he is. Trying to bunt. Carril at the belt. Just dips the barrel.
That's both times. That first inning and the third inning that Nico's bunted to attempt to move the runner over.
To no avail.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot anymore, moving runners over. Late in the game, if one run ball game, but not early in the game. Winning also.
Carril, he gets one out there. That'll go off the chest of Shea Bryant. Up into second goes Bradley. And a hard hit single for Carril. We'll bring Nick Shales to the plate. The scary thing for the Batmen and really the rest of the tournament is if this game the Bats get going for Hill United, is this the start of that offensive onslaught that we've kind of been expecting? You know, they've been in 2 games this week against Ostrander where they just won 2-0. Kim Hansen spun a gem, and then last night against Mimumata, where, 3, you give up 1 run and you lose 2-1.
Hitting is contagious.
Absolutely.
Hitting is definitely contagious. And anybody in this Hill lineup can start it.
Sometimes you want to leave a sleeping giant be.
Yeah. He should be bunting here and moving runners over. just kidding.
Three hitter.
I'm not sure he's ever bunted a day in his life.
Oh, I bet he has with the national team. I would bet dollars on that one. Pablo Miglivaca just staying loose down in the bullpen. Inside misses for ball 2.
Starting behind on these hitters.
Yeah, that's tough, right? Because then you have to come back on top of the plate. And you have to make sure you catch the strike zone. Shales, that one gets lifted foul.
And not only for that, it's the defense too. They're just sitting there. So the ball's hit now. Because he's not one of those guys who just get the ball and throws.
No.
He's deliberate.
There is some time. Not like Zach Pierce, who we saw earlier today. Gets it, and he's back on the rubber, ready to go. That one goes off the backside of Nick's helmet for a foul ball. Holman Twins starting to roll in and get ready for their next game. Two count. Shales would love to drive in a run here. That one goes skied. Right side. That finds its way out of play.
Yeah, if Shales does anything here, they might be making that pitching change. That short leash you were talking about here earlier in the...
You have to think, right? You get, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 runs in, and That's a pretty big mountain to climb. There's a good bounce. Up to second. Not in time. So
So he
bouncer
went
to
from
third.
Third to second.
I think realizing that he probably didn't have time to get that ball because it kind of handcuffed him. Shales does run well. So Bruno Matroni will come to the plate. We saw some heads-up plays back in the first ball game that we did with the Batmen and Grand Prairie. Come set, 2 balls. And a strike called.
Bruno didn't like that one.
The one thing when you watch Bruno Matroni play, he is working those umpires for an angle, working hard for his pitcher.
Yeah, offensively and defensively. Now while they're meeting at pitcher's mound, he's talking to the home umpire. There you go. Are you sure? Did you miss that one?
1-1 count. And fouled off. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hill United would love to catch in a run here. Gets up after that and fouled it off. Bruno a little chasing there.
Well, the strike 2 pitch was up, and this one up a little bit higher. But he can't keep his hands on top of the ball and drive it still, so.
One, 2 count. Bruno lifts that out to left to center field. Slipping is Krulicki. That ball must have got knocked down by the wind because Krulicki was heading out, realized it was short, came in and made the grab on that one.
Jeff Ellsworth.
Yeah, and the flag's not even moving, so you can see the wind, but that definitely was brought back in.
Still a breeze high.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I swear that happened to Marshall Cronk's ball last night in that Twins game. He crushed a ball out to center field, and it got out there, and then it just went off the scoreboard, almost like it just hit a wall of wind and got knocked down, because off the bat, I could have sworn it was gone. And lifted foul.
Ellsworth had a home run his first at bat. Like you said, the elder statesman on the team. The wily veteran.
Between him and Jason Sanford, they would be carrying that torch here this week. 60 feet for the runners for Hill United. 2 down in the inning here. Kishik trying to work his way out of the jam. Jeff flies that one out to left field. It'll find its way out of play.
Yeah, the grimace, he just missed that one.
There you look over the shoulder of the home plate umpire. Almost hitter's view, if you will.
That'd been perfect view for a pitch.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Ellsworth. Get out of the jam. Sends us to the home half of the third. It's 2-0 for the Hill United Chiefs right here on the ISC Network.
They have raffle tickets for the Denmark Youth Baseball.
If a man runs for president, interviews for a high-level job, or needs a good table at a smart restaurant, chances are he'll be wearing a suit. Mr. Ned is your custom tailor in New York City. Located at 137 Fifth Avenue, we provide our clients with the highest quality custom suits at affordable pricing. Our range of fabrics is second to none and will fit the needs of any well-dressed professional. Whether it be everyday business attire or a special occasion, we have the ability to make you a man of distinction. Visit the store at 137 Fifth Avenue in New York or see us online at mrnednyc.com. We thank Mr. Ned and Var Matosian for generously supporting the broadcast program.
Back here in Denmark, Wisconsin. Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here with you. The United Chiefs taking on the Toronto Batmen in an elimination game. Game number 65 on the schedule. 65 of 70. So we are down to the business end of the tournament.
This right here would be a good view for the people who haven't played the game of a fast pitch to see what type of movement and or velocity coming in for what these hitters are actually seeing.
Adams still down in the outfield. Just keeping that arm going, it seems. In the dirt for a ball.
And Pablo's not getting ahead of a lot of these hitters either. Either pitcher is.
Comes back even at 1-1. Off speed. It's hard to keep your eye there, but when you watch Pablo throw that changeup, he's got a different delivery finish on its way in, right?
Yeah. Like he almost falls over and turns his back to the plate.
So back-to-back changeups takes us to a 2-2 count to Derek Hyde. Again, off speed. Right back to the mound and on to first.
He has a lot of body movement for that changeup, so I think he's nice and smooth and goes. Some of that jerkiness does affect a hitter.
Well, it's just stuff that's in where you're focusing on, right? Changes your view. Misses for ball one. Drop ball in the dirt. Again, a little drop. Misses for ball two, 2-1. Jeff Ellsworth digs it out. Justin Kurlicki fills it in.
I've never seen a hitter put dirt back in.
Swing and a miss. Everything down in the at-bat thus far.
I think this Toronto, they need patience would be their
Key
friend.
word.
Would be their friend.
Off
There's that-
speed. Swing and a miss.
Shortstop number 44, Travis Gibson.
And we're not up there hitting, so it's easier said than done.
Oh, for sure. Off speed, come across for strike one. Swing and a miss.
I think as a hitter now, I'm either looking change or I'm looking down.
You
one
have
of the two.
to.
One of the two. I'm not looking for either, both. I'm looking for one or the other.
Very little's been up above even the belt right now. Again, down in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Sends us to the top half of the fourth on the ISC network.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro Sports for their support of the broadcast program.
Back to work here. Kyle Smith and Dave Weldon here with you. Dave, longtime part of the ISC, all the way back to 2006 was the first time you came to Kitchener?
2006 was the first year.
Worlds?
Yeah, first. Well, ISC
2s.
ISC 2s for us.
First time at the World Tournament.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. 2000. Well, I was a bat boy back in Bakersfield, but I think 79 and 82, 83, somewhere through there.
Long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
I won't really make you feel that old and tell you that you were the bat boy before I was born, but I'm just saying.
But it was a blast.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It was a blast.
I bet it was. One of those things you always remember, right?
That's why I knew about the game of fast pitch, because it was at the World Tournament, saw it. So after I got done college and pro ball, I got back into it.
Right.
That's how you fall into it these days. I mean,
yep. So the first time at the ICs was 06 with the Lumber
Kings. 07 in Kitchener with the Lumber Kings.
Caleb Kishig offers a drop ball, and Steve Mullally shakes the vertebrae loose on that swing. Lumber Kings 06 to 09?
06 to 08. After
08.
After Appleton in 08, we won it.
Backhand grab. Gibson got to hurry. Not going to get him. But a great job by Travis Gibson to keep that on the infield. So you won in 08.
Yes. And then
became A1.
No. We were always Lumber Kings. We combined with Taylor Farms after 07. Right. They finished third. We finished second. So after that, then in 2009 is when we actually became the California A's, with majority of the Lumber King guys. And we picked up, actually I think our first pitcher we picked up was Sebastian Gervasuti.
Okay.
To go with Egerdine and
Drotzman.
Dave Drotzman, yeah. And then we just evolved
kind of picked up more players along the way. And
got pitching. Lucas Mata, quite a few years. Sean Witten, quite a few years.
So Luis Amaya will come into the ball game. He will take over here for Caleb Kishig as he works 3+ innings. And then Cal A's until 2016. Okay.
2016, and then Taylor basically did the same thing I did. He was a bat boy for the California A's.
Right.
And then came into the game. Now he's playing the game, so.
He was a young whippersnapper back then.
Yeah, so I think 2016, 16 I think was our last year.
Okay.
That was the time when it was just Team Rainey and the SoCal Bombers were on the West Coast. Then we became an ISC2 team for 2006. And then Cal State Builders started to have a team. And A1 Farm Taylor Farms had a team. So it just snowballed from, I think the Bombers last year may have been in 2006. Ish.
Yeah, right around in there. I'm trying to think. So 06 was Kitchener.
Team Rainey.
It'd be right around there.
Because Team Rainey was done in 2006. Because in 2007 we had...
Did Bombers play the Farm in 07?
In the finals, Corey Guru.
Right.
So then Team Rainey, I think, folded in 2006. 2007, we picked up Tim and Chris Hunt from the from the Team Rainey days.
Pinch runner for Steve Mullally is Isaac Lefebvre.
But as a youngster just starting, you start somewhere and just keep developing. Just get on a team where you can play. Don't always want to start on a top team where you set the bench and don't play. You can't develop.
Comes inside for a ball, does Amaya. That's the thing I always encourage guys is find that team that you can play on where you're going to get the work. You may get shellacked, you may get hit around the park, but you're getting work. Off and running. Hyde. Throw. Tag. Under it. And in time at second is Isaac Lefebvre. The speedy youngster here for Hill United.
But you may get shellacked, but you're playing the game, and you're going to get better. The only way you get better is to play the better competition. I mean...
Well, we talked about that the other day for on the Irma Tiger game against Hill United, right? We said, I mean, you're going to take some licks, but it makes you better, and you learn more from a loss sometimes than you do that win.
Yes.
High bouncer, Gibson. Sure-handed play on to first to get Mark Johnson 6-3.
And I'll use a player as an example. Blaine Milheim. Last year,
Here's the throw down to second on the stolen base. Cleanly in there, as you see. Great shot from the third base camera.
And Blaine was basically the bullpen catcher for the Gremlins last year and needed a play. So now he gets plays for the Action A's this year, and it's 400.
Yeah.
So...
Absolutely. Find that team where you can play. Get that playing time. And Greg Leather even said to him, I can't get you playing time. Right. So you might as well go out and find that team where you will.
And that's highly recommended for any young kid trying to get into the game.
Amaya comes right after him with the hard stuff. Josh McGovern at the plate. He had the home run back in the second inning with the second run for Hill United.
Yeah, if you're not a top player, like with Godoy, Amada, and Raimaki, after their juniors came up to a big team, those are big-time players, though, in the juniors.
Yeah.
The big teams aren't going to, if they do get you, your extra guy. Play on a 20th ranked team or
play on a middle-ranked team.
Intermediate team or something like that where you were just playing the game.
Amaya, 2-1 count. Comes onto the corner for strike two, 2-2.
Set a realistic goal and then an ultimate goal.
Misses for a ball. Amaya wanted that pitch on the inside corner. Derek Hyde looks back and wonders himself as well.
Well, we talked about off the air. This umpire does have a tight strike zone. You've seen Bruno look back a couple times. You've seen pitchers look there. So if he's consistent, he's consistent. You can adjust to that. But if it's one time there and one time not, that's where the player is going to have the issue.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to agree with the strike zone. But if you can adjust and you know what you're going to get then
Right.
you know what you have to cover as a batter.
Especially as a pitcher. I hit this spot, hit this spot, hit this spot.
3-2. Miss is in the dirt for ball 4.
And then he goes out a little bit more, and it's a ball where you know where you got to go back to.
Right.
This game is just a mental game as it is a physical game. Maybe more mental than physical. These guys have been playing a long time, so it almost comes second nature to them physically with all the fungos and ground balls and everything they've done fundamental-wise. So the mental game is a big portion.
Amaya rocks inside for a ball.
Especially with pitchers. You should be mentally tired after your ball game for thinking and some pitchers actually shouldn't think.
I was going to say, some pitchers just need to throw what the catcher puts down, right? Let the catcher do the thinking. Gonzalez, high bouncer. Going to touch on second. What a play by Travis Gibson. Gets upended by Josh McGovern. Touches second, on to first. Inning-ending double play for the Toronto Batmen.
For all your team uniform and equipment needs, fastball, slow pitch, and hockey, for players and teams, make sure you visit Corbett's Source for Sports on the South Service Road in Oakville, Ontario. There's a lot of deals to be had on all kinds of equipment. Thank you to Paul Hurd and Corbett's Source for Sports for their generous sponsorship of the broadcast program.
Back here into the bottom of the 4th inning, we'll see if we can't get a replay grabbed of that double play for you back home. What a turn by Travis Gibson. He goes to the bag, steps on it, and then ends up horizontal with the ground as he's throwing it.
And looking live, it looks like a clean slide too.
I thought so. There was a few extra little looks into the dugout after the play, but I mean, you got to go in hard there to break that up anyways as the guy
that could have been a run scoring right there to break it up. So, but that was a very impressive play. And the throw being parallel to the ground after making the throw with the follow through. So
crazy. So the home half of the 4th inning, as that one drops in for a ball.
And what made that even a bigger play, you come back up to the top of the order with Brad Ezekiel coming up.
And what would have been possibly the bases loaded if you don't make that play.
Yeah. Even if you get the one out, now you still have runners on first and third.
For sure. Travis Jones swings and misses. Not saying anything's coming, but it sure doesn't look pleasant to the west.
Yeah, it's just getting a little dark over our right shoulder.
Off speed in the dirt. The radar looked clear, so maybe it's just dark clouds.
There they are coming right there.
That looks fun.
We're covered.
We are. Absolutely. And Jones lift that one up and on a play.
That right there was a good pitch right there, because if he gets his hands out, he's just going to pull the ball right foul. Otherwise, he doesn't get his hands out, he's just popping it straight back.
and down and away. And punches the gap on the left side, does Travis Jones. Good hard hit single. That's the first hit here for Toronto Batmen. Patience paid off there, went down and got it.
Left fielder number 3, Shea Bryant.
Folker's throwing a little harder now down the line.
A little more purpose.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hill will definitely let this one get away here.
And fouled off.
You know, Pablo's he's not throwing a bad game. He's throwing a lot of pitches, but not working too hard.
No, I mean, really, you face one more than the minimum. Roll 2 does the middle infield. Hard hit ball. 4-6 and a 4-6-3 double play.
And the runner did not know if Tony caught the ball or if it off. He just stopped.
He stopped and thought about going back to second. Or rather back to first. And Jeff Lyons now comes to the plate. That is an old shirt you're wearing, my friend.
That shirt's older than my son.
Wow. That is a... You should see if you can get that to John Thompson for the 75th anniversary. That is some...
And the shirt. Looks like it's a schmedium on you.
I was 7. A big, large.
Taylor was still 8 years from being born. We have a gentleman in our booth wearing a collared shirt that's 30 years old, 1989.
Jerry Betts of past glory with the ISC network, our center field camera for many a years, many a world tournament. That's an iconic shirt, Jer. Makes your muscles look big.
Hence the schmedium.
Shales, nice play on the run. On to first. Will end the inning. We'll come back with more on the ISC network.
Here at John Miller Field, the score remains Chiefs 2, Batman 0.
To an ISC event? Then stop waiting. Check out our website or social media pages and come be a part of the experience.
On the ISC network, Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here with you. Picking on Joe. Oh. Top half of the 5th inning, it's 2-0 in favor of the Hill United Chiefs. Joe brought some weatherman news with him.
Disturbing.
Doesn't sound promising in the next little bit. However, it did just say in the area, so it didn't necessarily say right where we are.
If it does rain, Kyle, you know what the best thing about that is?
We're covered.
And there's a bar 40 feet away. Am I stretching it?
You might be under. You might have a little bit more than 40.
I got a depth perception problem.
But you're close. You're close for sure. So to work we go with Luis Almea. Swing and a miss by Bradley Ezekiel. Bradley had that hard hit double in the first and a walk back in the third inning. Now up here in the fifth. Skips in the dirt. So looking at Dave's radar, we're just going to touch the tip of the passing storm. So a little bit of rain maybe in the forecast.
It's only
but
like 30 minutes.
We missed that stuff, so
course,
that's all right.
I am a weather person in my off season.
That one into the dirt, 3-1.
So we shouldn't be too bad. We do have a tarp too, which should help us out too.
Sure worked earlier. Had that tarp not been here, it would have been a good cleanup. And strike called. I know at the other diamond they had said after it stopped raining they were going to be about an hour and a half before they'd get started. Bradley, that hands high batting stance, now calls time. And he'll offer a pitch. 3-2 count.
And Luis Amaya is a pitcher known in the Texas circuit, as we say. Nice down ball for strike 3.
Right fielder, number 24, Nico Carroll.
He plays for the Jokers out in Texas.
Who's that?
Luis Amaya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Late addition to the Batmen. And they've been thoroughly impressed by him. Carril will go without the sunglasses here this at bat as it's tucked behind the billowy clouds high above.
For a 2-0 ball game in the 5th inning, it's probably a lot closer than what people actually thought it might be.
Off speed, great change up there by Amaya. No, you're absolutely right. You know, it could go one of two ways, right? I mean, with the offense that Hill United has, it could have been blown wide open, or you get into a dogfight where you're in the ball game and then all of a sudden you want to run into one, and you could be out in front. As Carril down on strikes. 2 down. And the equalizer, I think, is Amaya hasn't really been seen by a lot of the guys on the Hill United team, I'd have to think. So there's a little bit of a process here to find the timing and get through the sequence and try and get a pick on him.
Pick and movement. I mean, it looks like that down ball is working.
Nick Shales swings and misses.
And I know we don't have a radar gun, but he does have a decent giddy up.
Well, we can send someone down and ask Maz. Maz will have his radar gun. Go talk to the young fella there sitting on the corner in the maroon shirt. Just ask him what Amaya's hitting on the radar gun.
Mr. Mustard.
Yep, Tim Mazaris. ISC super fan. Timmy's here from start to finish, and he's got his radar gun in his front pocket. He'll have get his notes out. He'll have to refer to his notes that he's been making all week. He's got everybody written down on his piece of paper that sits beside him, and if he catches a new number, he'll throw it down on the piece of paper. He's got everybody that's pitched on Circle Tap Diamond.
Who does he have as
Hopper across the diamond in time.
Oh, that was. Nick Shales is still.
That last pitch was 79 mile an hour. And we'll take a break, come back with the bottom half of the 5th in a 2-0 ball game on the ISC network.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the Kitchener River Shark Twins repeat. Back-to-back Jacks! It's the local kid who wins it.
Swing and a miss. Jarvis, 3-peats.
Adam Folkert, absolutely perfect. 2015 ISC Men's World Champions.
Shane Boland has hit the game-winning home run, and the Toronto Gators are world champions.
Fittingly, it's Adam on to first, and the United Chiefs back to the top of the mountain.
Here, as you look out into the diamond, Kyle Smith, Dave Weldon here with you. Adam Folkert back to the bullpen to continue his simulated game, it seems. He has been out there from the start of the ball game.
The first couple innings was just tossing.
Yeah.
The last couple innings, it's actually been, like you said, already throwing for a purpose.
Yeah, a little bit more giddy up to it. That off-speed pitch misses from Migliavaca.
That's the first time he's missed up with that off-speed pitch.
I think that's the first time in probably an inning or two where he's been up in the zone, let alone with the off-speed. Everything has been down today. Off-speed again for Benson. He's out in front of.
You know, so far, the trend, I mean, he has thrown back-to-back and back-to-back-to-back change-ups. So there's an option probably coming again, too.
Off-speed. Swing and a miss. It's that awkward delivery that he finishes with.
It comes out so hard looking at it with the changeup.
And a ball down and away. Swing and a miss. Down on changeups is Denny Benson.
That was that awkward changeup with his windup, and he almost turns his back to home plate on that changeup. And that's one that he keeps down. So I guess he has the two that I talked about earlier, the down one, and almost like a spinner change.
Right. Climb up in the zone.
Yep. And if they catch up to that one will go a long way.
Cody flares that one foul. Misses low in the zone for a ball. And comes across at the knees for a strike.
If he can work that down ball right there in and out, that changeup that he's been doing.
1-2 pitch. Drop that one in for ball 2.
That is actually one of the first times the hitters laid off that actual pitch right there, that changeup right there. That was that spinner change right there.
And he is just getting everybody out on that front foot.
Third baseman number 20, Ty Sebastian.
He has 9 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings.
Who does? Migliavaca?
I count 9 on your guys.
He's got 5. No, that's in the season.
Oh, my bad.
That's this tournament. I'm like, I only got 5. Pablo works, comes with the hard stuff for a strike.
And I bet all 5 strikeouts have been on that changeup. He's not throwing rice balls. He's not throwing rice
balls. It'd be close. No, but the one drop ball to Krlicki on the bouncer to third, McGovern across the diamond. But majority of them have been on the changeup. Absolutely. We'll head to the top half of the 6th inning. Still 2-0 for the Hill United Chiefs on the ISC network.
For president, interviews for a high-level job, or needs a good table at a smart restaurant, chances are he'll be wearing a suit. Mr. Ned is your custom tailor in New York City. Located at 137 5th Avenue, we provide our clients with the highest quality custom suits at affordable pricing. Our range of fabrics is second to none and will fit the needs of any well-dressed professional. Whether it be everyday business attire or a special occasion, we have the ability to make you a man of distinction. Visit the store at 137 5th Avenue in New York, or see us online at mrnednyc.com. We thank Mr. Ned and Var Matosian for generously supporting the broadcast program.
Is that Var?
Back away we go, and Mr. Ned, Var Matosian, younger Varm. Actually, I asked Varm the other day how old he would have been in that picture. He said that was about 10 years ago, was what he said. So... the umpire out visiting with Luis Amaya. He was looking at something on his arm.
It's called a tattoo.
Was up on his bicep. Doing a little bit of shaking and rubbing on that arm now all of a sudden.
Catcher number 28, Bruno Matroni.
Bruno Matroni will lead things off. And fouled off.
Yeah, that's a nice down ball he has right there. Nice velocity.
Taylor said it was 78?
79.
79 on the radar. Those clouds are coming. Look at that. That's a great picture. There they are. That's what's coming, Dave. Almost like a front.
Hopefully it's
those are
the
ominous.
edge of the one that's from our radar.
Although you look to the west now, it's actually clearing out a little bit, so that's good. Slow roller, Sebastian playing behind the bag on to first in time.
It's weird. The clouds are coming this way, and the wind is blowing that way.
Yeah. I'm told that this is pretty much due west, and that the storms will come from that direction. That was Ryan Sinclair telling me that earlier during the rain delay. Ryan's played ball here for about 7 years, and he's right up to date on the groundskeeping and storm cells that blow through town.
I lost my sense of direction after I left California.
Yeah, he brought his phone in and told us there's a severe weather storm coming. Or no, that there was thunderstorms in the area. We've had a couple radars out, seeing which way the rain's going to go. Normally it'll go down or sideways. Oh, 1. fouled off. Jeff Ellsworth at the plate here. He is 1 for 2 today.
And here's the thing with Lewis, he's getting ahead of all the hitters. 0-1, 0-2. Oh, we got 0-1 into the change up to what was it? Bruno in the first at bat.
Misses for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
He has a little cork to him at the top of.
He carries it.
Yeah. Right as his arm comes out of his glove, a little tweak, it looks like, right there.
Oh, like the little pump.
Yeah, like almost a double pump, just as it comes, before it comes out of his glove.
I'm trying to think. There was someone recently that would do that. It'll come to me. 1 ball, 2.
The Hill guys will have to get used to that timing issue a little.
Well, we're coming up on the first time through the order for Hill United. Mark Johnson was the first one to face Amaya. And a swing and a miss. Good drop ball, well out of the strike zone. 2 down now in the inning. Steve Mullally will come to the plate. 1 for 2 today. Strikeout and a walk. And a single. Taking a hit away from him. He'll get mad.
And these guys are free swinging. Hill's free swinging with the pitcher they've probably never seen before either. They're coming up and taking a look. And
if Mullally gets the timing, this is the type of pitcher that he'll just turn on. And it could go 6 miles. You saw that big cut his last time up.
Lewis just came up with a rise ball.
Another one that Mullally just spoils off. That one a little higher out of the zone.
Lewis takes his time in their circle also.
0-2. 1-2.
That's a good 0-2 pitch right there.
Still 2 more ball games here on the ISC network. Coming up next is Circle Tap taking on the Hallman Twins. And that one right into the glove. Gibson is putting on a show today. Up the middle of the diamond, 6-3. Ends the inning. Sends us to the bottom half of the 6th on the ISC network.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro Sports for their support of the broadcast program.
Back here, looks 91 for 12, so Shane Boland will check into the ball game.
Josh McGovern will be. Sanford now is going down to catch. Fulker's actually stretching now. Get the legs loose.
James Todhunter also entered the ball game.
I'm saying Pablo's going to have a short leash these next 2 innings.
catcher, number 2, Derek Hyde.
I'd agree with that.
8-9-1.
Second time through the order. More off speed from Pablo Migliavaca. And strike called. Swing and a miss. Hyde well out in front of that changeup.
Maybe.
Working off that corner of the mound. Called strike 3. Six now for Migliavaca. Justin Kralicki will come to the plate here. Little check swing, Crew. Nice play by Migliavaca, underhand throw with the glove. Really, I think, Dave, the only way he's getting Kralicki there.
Yeah, he's not transferring and throwing. But still, that's a risky play if you don't do it often. That's easy flip over Morali's head, too.
For sure.
But he's made a couple nice plays out of the circle this week.
Gibson. Flail at that one. Oh, 1. Comes with the hard stuff at the knees for a strike. Adams really gassing it up down there now.
I wonder if he'll come in for the last inning.
Little flare. Shales playing deep, makes the grab. We'll end the inning and send us to the top half of the 7th.
The clouds don't look dark
on the
They're just
ISC
there.
network.
For all your team uniform and equipment needs, fastball, slow pitch, and hockey, for players and teams, make sure you visit Corbett's Source for Sports on the South Service Road in Oakville, Ontario. There's a lot of deals to be had on all kinds of equipment. Thank you to Paul Hurd and Corbett's Source for Sports for their generous sponsorship of the broadcast program.
At the top of the 7th inning, we're still debating the merits of if we'll see Adam Folkert or not. You know, I think Pablo just deserves to finish the game or at least start the next inning, and if he gets in trouble, if your plan is to get Adam work, then you bring him in. But
it's hard to take guys still a one-hitter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going out there and giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, yeah, I mean, one hitter and one over the minimum.
Yeah.
Because they turned the double play,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
So they had a walk, and then so they faced 4 in the second, 3 in the first, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and now the 6th. 1 over the minimum with the walk in the second.
So to me, he's going out there, gets a guy on base. That's when I think Folker comes in and attempts to
also depends
shut
on
it down. They're going to have
2-3-4 hitters.
2-3-4 hitters coming up for the 3rd time through the lineup.
Yeah. No, for sure. I see what you're saying there.
Of course, if Hill comes here and puts a couple runs on the board, it's a moot point and shuts down.
And a pop foul. Blair Setford was able to confirm this is Luis Amaya's first ISC World Tournament, so you'd have to think he's in the running for Newcomer of the Year.
And it's been an impressive one.
Absolutely. His interpreter being Google Translate? Oh, okay. That one fouled off.
I mean, for his first World Tournament, he looks pretty comfortable out there. Of course, when he throws 79.
Misses for a ball. And the guys were saying yesterday, he just wants the ball. Like, when he's not pitching and he's sitting on the bench, he's snapping a ball into his glove all the time.
Juan Potolicchio.
Right back up the middle, just past the feet of Amaya, and Mark Johnson, his second time seeing Amaya, gets a base hit.
But Amaya does so in and out.
I think he should mix in that changeup a little bit more.
Number 91.
When you throw that hard and then you bring the change, sure makes a big difference.
And he doesn't have to throw as much. He doesn't have the changeup that Pablo has, so just show it.
Well, just so you have it in the back of your mind when you're up there, right?
Correct. Boland's first at bat.
Shane bunts one down. Amaya on to first in time. Few little raindrops start to fall.
James Tolliver.
This will be Todd Hunter's first at bat of the
afternoon. Gonzalez goes 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to to Travis Gibson.
And Boland came in for McGovern, who actually had a home run, one of the two home runs.
Todd Hunter, he takes that one out to left. On one knee is Shea Bryant to make the grab for the second out.
Center fielder number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
Now Bradley Ezekiel will come to the plate. His fourth time up. Strikeout, walk, and a double here for takes for a ball. Checked his swing just to make sure. That one goes sky high and starts to hook. Under it is Benson. He'll make the grab for the third out. Down to their last 3 outs for the Toronto Batmen. It's last call on the ISC network.
To an ISC event? Then stop waiting. Check out our website or social media pages and come be a part of the experience.
Buddy.
Back away we go here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Travis Jones, Shea Bryant, and Jeff Lyons due up.
Pablo went to the circle, and Fulker went straight to the bullpen.
I actually wonder if he's not throwing a simulated game.
Possibly, because he did come out for the 7th inning last night.
Right.
To the 6th, so.
Line shot to Mark Johnson as he gets it in. So now we'll test your theory, Dave. And here comes Larry Lynch. Just like you said. So I guess it's not a simulated game now.
That's why I'm up here there, big guy.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Exactly. Since I won that one.
Taylor will buy. So Adam Folkert will enter from stage right. Pablo exits off to the dugout. And, you know, two-hitter for Pablo Migliavaca.
But when you have Folkert in your back pocket.
Oh, for sure.
And then all of a sudden you're going to change up to gas.
And then you play Hell's Bells, and it's just that much more intimidating.
At least it wasn't Wild Thing.
13, Adam Folkert. 13, Folkert.
That's well played by the music man.
And how many bells are tolled before?
I'm going to say 12.
If I recall correctly, there were 13.
Oh, it's close. Taylor by another one. Look out. That one almost got away from Bruno and took the umpire in the mask. Well, I mean, you know, as much as they've been in control, with Pablo on the mound, you're a hit away from tying this game. So if you're going to lose, you want to lose with your number one, right?
And when had the game against Irma, let Folkert supply the power. Just cut down your swing. The bats are good enough. Oh, the way these bats are made these days, just to put the bat on the ball. And Shea, if he can cut down, he does have enough power to actually put it out of the yard.
If he comes out guns a-blazing, Taylor, I'll have you go down and ask Timmy to put a radar gun on him.
He's Blake.
That's a little snap on the dip.
Yeah.
Right on the plate. Yeah, just pop down and ask Timmy. Kyle wants to see the radar gun here now. He seems to be gassing a little bit.
And I don't think if anybody on base he would be throwing this, but all these pitchers, you got that second gear, right, when somebody gets on base?
Absolutely. Shea
Watch
Bryant lifts that up. Going to tail around. When out, came back in, did Nico Carrillo.
First baseman, number 24, Jeff Lyons.
That rain starts to come down.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm getting wet, and I'm in a building.
Because it's coming through the window. It's blowing through the window. Just slide that door. What's that? All right.
That wasn't smart with Folkert coming up to hit. Pitch.
And strike called. In the dirt.
You know, and this tournament, too, I don't think Folkert's had the control he's had in the past.
Say that again?
I don't think he's had the goodest control he's had in the past. He's getting two and three balls on a hitter.
Yeah. Down to Bolin. On to second. Nice play by Todd Hunter to reach back and then spin the glove on the bag. 5-4 on Travis Jones and a fielder's choice.
I'm not sure what the runner was slowing down going into second base.
Rise ball, swing and a miss by Benson. Denny Benson had the walk-off home run yesterday for the Toronto Batmen.
Got quite the crowd behind the dish now watching.
Rise ball outside. .75, 76 mile an hour, says Joe Todd.
That looks a little harder than that.
Yeah. Rise ball well out of the zone.
I think that might be the pitch that gives him most trouble after getting hit in the forearm, elbowish, from Derek Mason. That torque you got to get under. Because he does have quite the pad on that elbow.
And that one in the dirt. 3-1.
I know it's not ran a lot right now, but from my experience, talking to some pitchers, you get that Gorilla Gold a little wet. I think more counter effective than effective. Gets a little slick.
3-2.
I just don't think it's raining hot enough to make that happen yet.
2 down.
He just went in gas and say hit it.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Denny Benson. Will end the ball game. Hill United, a 2-0 win. They'll move on to play the winner of our next game here, the Kitchener-Holman Twins versus the Circle Tap Dukes. That game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. But Dave, a great ball game for the Chiefs and Batmen.
And I'll go on to the Batman side. For losing 2-0 for their second game of the day against the Hill United Chiefs, they have nothing to hang their heads about. 2 home runs. So they didn't put hits together to score runs. They just hit 2 home runs, and that's what Hill United does.
Oh, absolutely.
A couple home runs and done. They don't put hits together. So I thought they, both pitchers for Batman, I thought do well. Good defense. So nothing to hang their head about. Finished 7th?
Yep.
Finished 7th in the tournament?
7 or 6. And, I mean, for Hill United, a great bounce-back game after that tough loss last night. Refocus. Pablo Migliavaca picks up the win. Adam Folkert the save. And a good showing here by the Hill United Chiefs as they'll get ready for Saturday morning here on the ISC network. Blair Setford was going to grab Josh McGovern. I think he's just getting set up down there. We'll give Blair an extra second.
I'm not sure how many hits Hill had, but they do need to get the bats going with possibly Cleary.
So we will send it down to Blair Setford with Josh McGovern. Blair, take it away.
Blair Setford here with Josh McGovern. Big home run in the game. You get an opportunity to get in the lineup and coming through.
Yeah, it was good to get on the lineup and contribute to the team, and looking forward to the upcoming games.
Championship Saturday, tomorrow. What do you think's in store?
Expect a tough Chiefs uniform to come out. I think we're going to come out firing after last night's loss, and we're just going to keep building momentum and take it one game at a time.
How's Adam feeling?
Oh, he's fine. Not a problem at all. He's feeling fresh and ready to go.
All right, congratulations on the big win, and we'll let you go join your teammates. Good job.
Back up here in the broadcast booth as we'll wrap things up. Adam Folkert comes on for the final 3 outs. Josh McGovern powered his team to a 2-0 win. Jeff Ellsworth also the home run as they'll get set and take on the winner of the Dukes versus Holman Twins, which is coming up next here on the ISC Network. Again, Dave Weldon, thanks so much for coming in. We really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed your time up here. and we'll see about getting you back on here yet again this week. But for now, we're going to step out. Hopefully, we'll have some more softball. The rain's starting to come down maybe just a little bit harder here in Circle Tap. But for now, we'll say so long from Denmark. For Dave Weldon, I'm Kyle Smith. For everyone on the network and Hinckley Productions, we'll see you in 15 minutes.